Hello, Kurumjiri, and welcome to Sktv'S News. You are watching Afternoon English News with me, Jessie Thiam. Now, as usual, giving you the headlines first. Multiple IED explosions rocked Saiton in Manipur district, injures 2 civilians. CSOs announced 24-hour shutdown tomorrow. AICC Manipur in charge Saptagiri launches 45-day nationwide agitation against the renaming of Mangrega to VVGRMG, says it will destroy livelihood of rural population. And MLA Susindro Meite says decision to restore popular government in Manipur rests with centre, blames people who wished for president's rule for the present situation. Now the news in detail. Tensions prevail in Manipur district as multiple bomb blasts rocked Saiton under Pugakchau police station in Manipur district this morning, injuring 2 persons including a woman. According to information called from the spot, twin improvised explosive devices (IEDs) went off inside an abandoned house of a 70-year-old man, Salam Mani, at around 5:40 a.m. and 5:45 a.m., followed by another twin bomb blast at around 8:45 a.m., while some residents taking refuge in relief camps were just coming out after assessing the area in the presence of Central Security Forces. Locals suspect that the IEDs were planted by Kuki-armed persons who intruded into the area from Kangvai site. The injured persons are identified as Soibam Sanatomba, aged 54, of Saiton Maning Laikai, and Nongtombam Indubala, aged 34, of Hayai Kon Maning Laikai. Sanatomba was injured on his hand and thigh, while Indubala was injured on her thigh. Manipur police rushed to the spot and conducted a spot inspection. A blast crater was found inside the house, along with blackening and splinter marks on the inner walls and floor, indicating explosion of an improvised explosive device. They took up necessary preventive measures with the deployment of additional security forces, while further investigation is underway to ascertain the source and motive behind the incident. Later, Kumbi constituency MLA S. Premchandra, high-ranking police officials and Central Security Forces also arrived at the scene and took stock of the situation. Meanwhile, irate locals protested the incident and vandalized a few security bunkers nearby, questioning the purpose of deploying heavy security in the area when they cannot notice planting IEDs and protect civilians' properties.
Manipur the Laminariba, Jati, Kutimako, Kange, Kanana, Kanano, one Hydragosu. Adubu, when a Parmisi, Mahoshagi Intapa, Shinon, Shisana Lapa, Manipur, Mungamatalamina, Manipur, the opening Irish. They said Tanas and Nagi, Tonanagi, Kachusin, Teta Wudabu. Tuan Pakorum, the Agi Pazasing, Tenga, Palabada, Maitegi Pazasing, the sound of the Tuan Blade, Zati, Kudim sounding no Tawase, Masiki Pataba Pandudi, Tauriba Kangu, and Panjazano Hajima, Akoy Pazana Tagatami, Pazagitobum Topa, Hibase, I saw Pazala to the Kola Airport, and a Sipa Wedeba Pamjizo, Pazana Pim. Adu, Masashida, Delhi Nahari, Ile Habidumadi, Aisago, and the Yaninge, Mandika in Horaga, put Delhi Habi in Blake. Delhi Habi, Ilam Taragadi, I can see the Langro. Adelalam Guinness Quata, Satpayabri, other Hangini. Otherwise, I ate Pop Tabu, Mayam, the thing any of Jerry, Must Delhi Habi, in the Habitanate.
Meanwhile, several CSOs have called a 24-hour statewide total shutdown from the midnight of January 6 following multiple bomb blasts at Saiton in Manipur district. Addressing a press meet held today at Nganukon, IPOM Vice President Chandramani Kumancha announced that the total shutdown is being jointly called by IPOM, MSU, Palem, MPCM, Yelhomi Kanmalup, UPACO, Anobas and Mitlon and MPF as a mark of protest against today's incident and the failure of the Central Security Forces in safeguarding the public property. Questioning how the IEDs were planted despite heavy deployment of security forces in and around the Saiton area, he went on to demand the withdrawal of Central Security Forces in the area and replaced by state security forces. The IPOM Vice President then appealed to all to cease their work tomorrow and support the total shutdown.
Zaga sing sida leiriba Central Security Force singse masidi taseng lokthok pikro adugo State Force ngahan biro ireibang umsijaba iramdam kanjaningba adugma mioi singduna mafam singduda nga aga leira kanduda ekhogi miyam se ekhogi yelhomi ojeriba ko yellow proof singse tongan mafam da saidang ga leiriba IDP singse tangdu leidana leiba ngamgani haibagi wakhanse ekhoda fawe ngarang mokthokriba thogdogodo yaningdaba phongdokpo oina hayengi pung 12 dagina 24 hours ekhoi Manipur da leiriba mafam khudingmakta chintha lepiu adugo isa isagi chintha khudimak lepi rakanda tawriba Central Forcing sina tawriba India lenga tawriba thawungsing se yaningdaba phongdokpo oina ekhoi amatoiba kholaw longminera kanduda sigumba ekhoi gi periphery gi jaga da leiriba tumham jamam khangdraba ekhoi Manipuri khunja singse tangdu leitaba punchi ma hingba ngamnanabagi damakta miyam pumna mana thaudang longminasi hayengi thoramse mapung oina ekhoi gi sintha lepagi thoramsida miyam pumna mangna mapung phana mateng pangbiu.
BJP Manipur Pradesh strongly condemns the IED blast at Nganukon in Bishnupur district today. In a press release issued by its General Secretary L. Deben, BJP Manipur Pradesh demands that the individuals involved in the incident be arrested and award befitting punishment according to law. It also appeals to all concerned to avoid the further occurrence of any such incidents in the future. All India Congress Committee, AICC Manipur in charge Sktv'S today launched the 45-day nationwide agitation against repealing of Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005 Mangrega by changing the name to VBGRAMG. A press conference was held at Congress Bhavan in Imphal today and was attended by MPCC President Kasham Meghachandra, CLP leader Okrami Bobi, CWC member Guy Khangam, former MP Tokchom Mania, former MLAs and MPCC office bearers. Speaking to media persons, Sktv'S said the funding pattern of 60-40 between centre and states will bring huge burden to states, especially to small states like Manipur with limited resources. He alleged that under VBGRAMG, centre is trying to stop livelihood program for rural population which was envisioned under Mangrega. While accusing centre of not taking concrete steps to resettle internally displaced persons, Sktv'S asserted that centre is trying to bring similar fate like Jammu and Kashmir for Manipur by imposing presence rule and further extending it.
During the last few days, suddenly a bill was introduced called the Viksit Bharat Gramji Bill, and no one had an idea. And I am the standing committee chairperson of Rural Development Panchayati Raj as well. Even we didn't have an idea. Like, they are coming up with a bill which is completely replacing Manrega. Manrega was a rights-based employment guarantee program launched by UPA in 2005. They're replacing this with a centrally sponsored scheme. And we have issues with that because with Manrega, any person who has been demanding job, they're entitled to get work at the rural level within 15 days. Otherwise, the unemployment allowance would be kicked in. So this is something which is very unfortunate. We had our CWC meeting on 27 December 2025, and unanimously, all of us, we decided that we will have this 45-day protest throughout the country, culminating into zonal-wise rallies in 4 zones throughout the country, big rallies, and we will force the government to repeal this draconian VB-Gramji Act.
Well, we have more news coming up, but before that, let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Give your child a foundation for a bright and successful future. Admissions are now open at Heritage Convent, where quality education meets values, discipline, and excellence. We nurture young minds through experienced teachers, caring environment, and holistic learning. Admissions open from 22nd December 2025. Visit our school campus to Naramthong Khulem Lekai for offline admission. Enroll today for a better tomorrow.
Ahanba neuro patients ke amatangairaba specialized hospital neuro emergency trauma net multi speciality hospital singjai mathak tongtham likai da handuk chare hospital asna maruina BP stroke brain tumor lambi ki khudong thiba spinal disc prolapse spinal tumor amadi migraine chingba layengli hospital asida neuro gi layeng bar changba afaba makal gi khusu khulai amadi machine marang kai lei machina kokal mari lena ba tongan tonba makal gi anaba sing ningthina layengli lamdam masida neurosurgeon yamna tangariba maramna chingamadi arapa mafumdagi lakpa anaba sing neurosurgeon unanaba honabada awaba kya mayongdari masida sunatna matam tintana anaba layengna maram oraga khudong thiba kya sumayongdari masi punamakdagi kharado orabusu kananaba Dr. Parkinson Singh MCS Neurosurgery AIMS New Delhi na masamaki hospital asida pung kunmari leiduna anaba sing layengli hospital asida ataba mamalda layeng batana OPD general amadi ICU beds operation medicine x-ray amadi lab ka mai lenaba sinasu ataba mamalda phangalli ngasi magdenshin biro amadi kudong saba singa silobi ho hena kubam road gidamak hospital asigi telephone number 7005534166 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak yagani.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Afternoon English News. Now moving on, Kurai constituency MLN Le Shangtim Susundro emphasized that the installation of popular government in the state depends on a decision of the central leaders, while questioning that unsubstantiated news information will mislead the general public. He was speaking on the sidelines of sending a team of Patriotic Writers Forum PAWF to Andaman for honoring the heroes of Manipur at Kangla Western Gate today. Speaking further, the MLA appealed to media houses to verify information before publishing as news and avoid publishing unsubstantiated information. He also attributed the imposition of president's rule in the state to the protests carried out by those who want the present government.
I media ge ibidi ba haigada khabar daga kai hapai se ai yam ikai je da sing na ga na pau si oi thokpa ya ba haiba mo ga oi thokpa ya da ba haiba mo ani lai ga ne ba oi thokpa ya da ba sin no khala i da kai ka na do maram di the option ani khata ne either dissolve to ba ma either sarkar se ma aduna the option atopam to laite ba Indian constitution ni matung ina di ha taru ki tamani sangtok re ba adu matung ne makha ta na sangtok pa ya de ba sangtok ge hain all India puna emergency law thok ta ne ba adu yaroi do po ne ba adu mayam sina kamai to buno khang de media sing gi pau se karai de la kono ade source ana haira ge ta yara bra ga joi kitang maswai de kitang ai nungai to pawe aduga sarkar sem pa sem to du di government of India ai kano da sinna thokram ni na sai president rule lau president rule pami na law gi TV discussion do bi ai state ta thoga law gi myam sing do madugi na si pol du ne blai je hoji akhoi ne pressure to re sarkar na wom sem bio na he akhoi ne sarkar na wom sem bio ai ne kana go me xy je kharana influence yaw bu male akhoi swai gi valley gi mi jin do no me he ta ka phal kan ne ame ta to la kan ne akhoi hai bangam de.
Meanwhile, PAWF Secretary Rakesh Naram informed that the team comprising 22 members will honor the heroes of Anglo-Manipur War of 1891 and inspect whether the memorial site at Mount Manipur is being properly managed by authorities.
Andaman and Nicobar da ekoi adungai 1891 gi Anglo-Manipur War gi matamda loi thakraba adugumba ekoi athoba Kungum doi amadi masak maming khanghodraba adumba athoba kaya adugi khongul libagi khongcharama koi sananabagi adugi khongsalam dagi mikupni soijaina na khundariba mitei irei cha singi Manipuri irei cha singi igi khongul liba khongchat adugi saruk amma oina Patriotic Writers Forum Manipur na andake Andaman gi khongcharase numit mapani chupna sananabagi damakta khongsananaba thorang tawjabani.
Federation of Civil Society Organizations, FOX, Manipur have called for collective responsibility in restoring peace and normalcy in the state. In a press release, FOX Information and Public Relations Secretary Naresh Mangang expressed disappointment over the erosion of unity and harmonious coexistence between indigenous communities since the past few years. Further noting that mistrust among the communities is acting as a major challenge in the process of building emotional unity and protecting territorial integrity. Fox stated that it will take key role towards translating the ideas suggested by well-wishers and public in the public meeting convened by the CSO in connection with the restoration of peace and normalcy in the state on December 29, 2025. CRPF today inaugurated a newly constructed public toilet for women at Thangmaiban Khomdram Senglungbam Laikai as part of its ongoing civic action program. CRPF's retired Brigadier Laifakpam Ibotombi, Marapabi President Thangjarakpam Mala, Vice President of Thangmaiban United Youth Club, Laifakpam Ibotombi, along with other eminent persons, attended the inauguration program. Speaking in the program, CRPF 189th Battalion, 2nd in Command, Harichandra Moria, stressed on a need for CRPF personnel posted in Manipur to understand the history and culture of Manipur in order to ensure smooth coordination with public while carrying out their duties and responsibilities. While highlighting the importance of civic action program, 2nd in Command Harichandra Moria also expressed confidence that the newly constructed toilet will fulfill the needs of locals.
इसके माध्यम से हम आप लोगों से जुड़ना चाहते थे और बात करना चाह रहे थे। और मैं अपनी पूरी बटालियन के लिए नहीं, यहाँ पे मणिपुर में जितनी भी हमारी सीआरपीएफ डिप्लॉयड है, उन सबके जो भी ऑफिसर्स जवान हैं, उन सबसे मेरा एक मुहिम चली हुई है, एक मैसेज दे रहा हूँ और एक कोशिश रहती है, इनको समझाता हूँ कि जब आप मणिपुर आए हैं तो आप मणिपुर के बारे में जानिए, मणिपुर के लोगों के बारे में जानिए, मणिपुर की हिस्ट्री जानिए, इतिहास जानिए। और जब आप इनको समझ पाएंगे, जान पाएंगे, तो आप इनको साथ में प्रेम का संबंध होगा, रिस्पेक्ट का संबंध होगा। और फिर हम जिस मकसद के लिए यहाँ पे आए हैं कि मणिपुर शांति और खुशहाली के साथ आगे बढ़े, उसमें हम सक्सेस हो पाएंगे।
Nongpo Lengong Apunbanupilup carried out destruction of various intoxicants that were seized from Kurai Lamlong, Haikru Makong, Salangtong and Sajiwa. Speaking on the sideline, General Secretary of Nongpo Lengong Apunbanupilup, Nongthomba Madhamani, stressed on the need to prevent selling and consuming of intoxicants in order to save youths from consuming such harmful substances. She urged relevant authority to take proactive measures to stop drug menace in the society. She further called on local clubs, Marapaibi and association to prevent sale of intoxications in their localities.
Sajiwa manungda Manipur pumba miyangi ana layang sang amasu lairibani sigi manaksida karamaina mayai kabani sa si yolibano yam nangna yonbani aduna yarigai di akhoi ana layang sang manakta mayai kabani sa yolibachinga che amatta yonbiranu aduga ngasi maksu drug na lahlaba khunai ama oiragli sahi tara manga dagina kuntra boki manungda lairiba khoi gi chanu pa mayam ama nisana lahalle drug na lahalle masi yarigai di akhoi gi lengak mapu singna su masi yamna athuba matamda thijinbiraga nisana अखोई लालब खुनाय मो ओइरली बचे अथुबा मतमदा यंजनबियु अदुगा लमदम सिगी मागी लेकाय लेकाय द लैरिबा अखोई मैरा पाइबी अमदि कलब सिंगनासु निसागी खोंजंग असिदा अखोना चंगजा लैबा असिदा मतेंग पांगबियु निसा योलगा इसा आइसु थाकनि हाइबेगे वाखलोसे थादोकबियु।
Diamond TV and Wahong Radio organized Diamond Donors Meet at Diamond TV in Kongjom today. The donors have been providing various assistances to underprivileged people in the state under its humanity service spearheaded by Diamond TV and Wahong Radio. During the meeting, blankets were distributed to 50 individuals, including senior citizens and visually impaired persons. Speaking in the function, MD of Diamond TV and Wahong Radio, James Hegujam, highlighted the contributions of about 1,200 donors in providing humanity services. Now, before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Multiple IED explosions rocked Saiton in Bishnupur district. In just 2 civilians, CSOs announced 24-hour shutdown tomorrow. AICC Manipur in charge, Saptagiri, launches 45-day nationwide agitation against renaming of Mangrega to VBGRMG, says it will destroy livelihood of rural population. MLSA Syndrome 80 says decision to restore popular government in Manipur rests with Centre, blames people who wished for present rule for the present situation. Well, that's all we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates.